Hi guys, Adrianne Curry here. I asked my Facebook peeps to send in some questions, relationship questions, because, some people would say, well, you didn't have a successful marriage. Well, I was with the guy for 7 years. I'm with my beloved now for 2. My first relationship ever was 5 years. I'm in long relationships. Even when they shouldn't work, man, do I work to make them work. So I've had 7 years of couples counseling, and I feel like I'm well versed in these things, and I definitely know when it's shitty. So let's start with some questions. Dave Hutton says, how do I know the pattern of dishes in the dishwasher so I don't load it wrong? Also, what's the trick to decorating a Christmas tree? I'm sorry, Dave. There is no right answer here. This is not your realm. This is the realm of a woman. And maybe my gay best friend, but just don't fucking try to load the dishwasher. You suck. You suck dick at this. And please don't touch the tree. Anywhere you put an ornament will be the wrong place, and we will have to take that ornament and put it where we see fit. I'm sorry, you can't win this one. All right, next question. Tessa Marie, how do you handle Matthew's female fans flirting and getting inappropriate? I know you trust him, but it's got to get fucking irritating after a while. You know what, Tessa? My guy shuts them down. I shut dudes down like there is no opening. There's no opening. There is a wall. I am his, and he is mine. And if you don't trust your guy to fucking shut him down, then something's wrong with your relationship. I know my dude shuts him down. If you're a girl out there, you think you're going to approach my dude and flirt for a while, he's going to be like, thanks, but yeah, I'm taken. And that is a good feeling. So I don't get jealous because I know he's good to me. Laura Poppinfoos. Laura Poppinfoos. Poppinfoos. Laura Poppinfoos. I don't know if this is how you pronounce your name. What a fucking name. I know that you two had a bit of separation when he had problems with his back and depression issues. Do you think that since then you are in a better relationship, or do you fear it may happen again? And if so, what would you do different? Things got shitty. I left for 3 weeks. I packed my shit and I left. The whole time I packed my shit, he's like, I don't think this is right. I was like, make it right. The day I left and got in my car and was crying my ass off, he was like, this isn't over. I'm not going to see anyone else, only you. I'm going to get you back. And I drove away with that hope in my heart, and everyone's like, it'll never happen. Well, it did. This dude did all the fucking right things. I flew back out here, we reconciled after 3 weeks, and then he came out and he moved my ass back. I'm not afraid it'll happen again, because I know he's it. He's the one. I'm 34 years old. That is who I want to spend the rest of my life with. The good and the bad. And we both have bad, but he's it. I know it. And if he isn't, then I want to be the Golden Girls with my mom and just stop dating forever. All right, Sean Sutton. What are your thoughts on getting back with short-term, long-term exes? What factors should be involved in deciding on whether or not you should? They keep crawling back. I don't do the ex thing. If he hadn't told me when I walked out this door, this isn't over, I'm getting you back, I probably never would speak to him again. An ex is an ex for a reason. You guys will just break up again. This is just my opinion. I don't play that game, especially if they've fucked someone else in between. Nope. Sorry. Moving on. All right. So let's see. Joe Bansley Morgendorfer. What the fuck? Joe Bansley Morgendorfer. Sir or Madame Morgendorfer. What an amazing name. Do you think it's possible for a relationship to be healthy when one of the people involved is suffering from depression, anxiety, etc.? Absolutely. My guy is the most anxiety-ridden human being on the planet, but I'm learning what he needs to get through it. And I can be full of anxiety too, and we are navigating each other. He can't use his anxiety to beat me up, and I can't use mine to beat him up. You gotta find common ground, but I know when he's like, babe, leave me alone. He's freaking the fuck out, and I need to leave him alone, Lee Faffler. I don't like arguments that have the potential to be drawn out. And my wife has no problem digging a trench for a long battle. So, for the past few years, I go by the belief that I'd rather be happy than have a need to be right in an argument. Am I doing more harm to her or myself? Well, first off, I think you guys can really benefit from couples counseling and learn how to communicate better. It sounds to me like she doesn't feel like she's being heard. Repeat what she says to you. So you're telling me you didn't feel that I loaded the dishwasher right? And she'll be like, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, okay, let's see how I can improve that. If she can't give the same back to you, that's hurting you. And a relationship shouldn't be on your shoulders and your expense. So you guys need to learn proper communication. And she needs to be able to give you breathing room and the ability to have your own opinions, because that's fucked up. So hopefully you guys can work through that. All right, let's see. Michael Peristris? I hope that's how I say your name. If you meet two potential suitors at the same time, but you like them both for different reasons, do you date them both at the same time and play out the situation to see which one you like best without letting the one or the other know you're dating them both? Or do you make the decision at the start to pick one over the other? This has never happened to me. I'm a woman. Women tend to date singularly. When I first met Matthew, he was dating all around. He was just dating everybody, anybody. He didn't even know it was a date with me. No one existed but him from the moment I met him on. So that's how I date. I don't have time for other things. If I like two dudes and I tell myself neither of them have to be right for me, and I wouldn't date either of them, I'm really weird. I don't want to be calling Johnny Steve on accident. You know what I mean? So I focus on one guy and one guy only. And I feel like that's fair to the other person. And don't worry, within a couple days, I got him totally in my team and not dating everyone else. So I was happy about that. All right, Carrie Nicole Fields. Examples of how you communicate. What are your methods of communicating with each other that work best? Being calm, not bringing emotions to the table, being able to have a once a month or two where you look at each other and you're like, okay, this is the stuff that keeps happening over and over. What can we do to fix this? Because it's annoying. Instead of me being like, oh my God, you haven't told me that I'm the one for 2 weeks. Because when you bring emotion, it's not okay. It's not okay. So if you start having circular arguments, that needs to be fixed. Communicating our needs, I know when he needs to be left alone, it's not because he hates me. It's because he needs that time. And he will come to me when he's done. I don't need to be like, what have I done? Because I used to, but now I know. Dude needs some man cave time. And who knows when it'll be over, but when it is, it's to the benefit of us both. Let's see. I just like to be heard. It's really nice when he listens. We struggle with that sometimes, but I love to be heard. I love to be heard. And man, last night did he make me feel like a queen. He came in and told me, you're my girl, I love you, you're it, you're the one. And I was like, I needed to hear that. And it made me so happy. So that's good to communicate to your partner, what they mean to you, always. There's no reason to not. They should always know how important they are to you. It's a good feeling, you know. Ben Watson. Hey, Ben. What do you think of the modern convention of the third date intimacy for people in general? I couldn't do that. We saw each other every single day. We probably went on 18 to 20 dates, technically, before anything happened like that. I mean, we went on 8 dates before we kissed. So third date intimacy, I think when you have sex, you confuse things. It's harder to really suss someone out, especially for a woman. You get very attached. Hold off on the sex. If it's the right dude, he and his wiener are going to be there in 5 months. 3 dates. Wait. Make that motherfucker wait for some pussy. Because free pussy is everywhere. So shut your legs. Get to know each other. If you're looking for something serious, don't fuck right away. Just don't do it. Because you'll get, rose-colored glasses and you won't be able to suss out what's wrong with that person because, oh my God, I'm getting dick. You know what I mean? All right, last question. Abraham Galvez. What do you think deal breakers ought to be in a relationship? What are some things a couple could do to keep it fresh after the relationship has plateaued? Well, Abraham, deal breakers for me, cheating, late night phone calls to check anything that makes me not feel safe. You gotta make me feel safe. And everyone out there, you know what's right and what's wrong. You know what's right and what's wrong. I've been in a relationship with my guy for 2 years. If he picks up my phone just to give it to me and it opens and all of a sudden there's some guy named Tommy and I'm like, Tommy, I'm texting you. Oh my God, you're so sexy in that. Oh, I didn't know this was wrong. Yeah, no, you know it's wrong. It's fucking wrong. And if you're doing shit like that, it's not okay. Deal breakers for me. Absolute deal breakers. Exes, deal breakers. I used to be the cool girl that was like, be friends with your ex. Yes, it's totally cool. Every single dude's wiener went into their ex while with me. There is a fucking plethora of human beings on this earth that me and my guy have not had sex with. I'm going to be friends with them. Someone doesn't need to know what my vagina smells like, tastes like, and looks like while I'm in a relationship with this dude. It's just disrespectful, They're in the past. Keep them there. So that's my deal breaker. If he started hitting me and shit, deal breaker. If I started getting really verbally abused, like, bitch, you fucking cunt, goodbye. And this goes for dudes too. Respect. You gotta respect your partner. You gotta love and respect him, cherish and protect him. And if that's not happening, fuck you. So how do you keep it fresh after the relationship has plateaued? Easy. Dates. I give my guy presents. I give him cards all the time. I tell him what he means to me. The coolest thing that we've done in a while was this date that I planned where we drove his truck out into the middle of the desert and we watched a meteor shower. We ate a whole lot of cheese and we ended up making out like teenagers in the back of his truck. And yeah, make out. You gotta make out. Do it. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. And I'll do more of these. This was fun. Peace.